think this is gonna work. Okay. Oh, that was the cat feeder making weird noises, not me. Sorry. All right. So, what a day, you guys. When it rains, it pours. It seriously is, right? So on Friday, I got fired. On yesterday night before yesterday. So what was that? So Tuesday night. Yeah, on Tuesday night, my friend Shane passed away. And then today, my stepbrother passed away. Hi, Eddie. Well, this is what's up. Now, first, let me say it's not a surprise. He's been ill for quite some time. In fact, we thought we were going to lose him at Thanksgiving. So, yeah, but still, it's like, dude, hopefully these things come in threes and there is no more coming down the pipe. And honestly, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket first thing tomorrow morning because, wow, like, dude, seriously. And today has just been nonstop. Like, I don't know how it went. Like, I got up at 8:30 this morning and I was doing the social media, like, hey, post this here, post this here, post this here, post this here, because you've got to be on all the things all the time. And then I went to go grab a coffee, but all I had was like this much leftover coffee from the day before. So I heated it up and got dressed and ran out the door to a hair appointment. BT dubs, my hair look good. Can you tell? It's all fresh hair. Doesn't it look so healthy and washed? And then I had to go directly to Costco. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 because Costco is only going to be getting worse and worse, right? But I was too late. Thank you, Matt. I had already, hi, Jimmy. Thank you. I had already missed the window before traffic. So I sat in traffic all the way through the tunnel, all the way through Walnut Creek. Oh. All the business, finally get to Costco, which is a madhouse because, dude, Contra Costa Costco's are like, we need 2 for every town. There's just never going to be enough of them. It's insane. But I had to pick up this prescription, right? And I have 2 prescriptions and I go to pick them up and they're like, oh, we only have 1 ready. And I'm like, but they go together. You have to take one with the other. And they're like, yeah, it says that you have enough. And I was like, okay, but it's the end of the year. And I do not want to come back here like ever again. And they go, it says it can't refill it until tomorrow. Oh, Eddie, don't go to Costco. Don't do it. Just don't. Seriously. It was getting worse when I left. You know, when you're leaving Costco and you can't even get away from the registers because that's how long the line is to get out the door. Oh yeah, John, don't worry. I'm still making it to Death Angel tonight. Like, come on. I'm not crazy. I'll just be late. But yeah, so all I had was that little half cup of coffee and a full thing of water because hydrate or die. And I'm at Costco and I'm stocking up on all my groceries because Costco has good organics. I'll give them that. And they've got some good cheeses. And then by the time I finally get home, drag the groceries in, put all the groceries away, it's 4:30 and I have not eaten anything. So for the last 30 minutes, I've been emptying the dishwasher while I ate cheese and crackers. And I made a cappuccino because Death Angel tonight. And I'm already just like genuinely, if I had 2 choices, like go to Death Angel or go to bed, I could go to bed right now and just not look up at all, right? Hi, Camp Steph. What do you mean I'm not really reading anything? I'm not sure what does WSP mean? Is that an acronym? If that's an acronym, I don't know what it means. Does anybody else? Anybody? Hi, Chew. Where you been, bro? I've been back all week, and this is the first time you've popped in, unless I missed it. Hi, Kartik. I am doing okay. My stepbrother died today, so it's been a hell of a week. Hi, David. You're packing to move back to the Bay? Congratulations. You can't wait to be headbanging at metal shows. I will be right next to you or somewhere in the building. Yeah, so I have just now had food. I like almost had enough time to cook a sausage, but then I forgot I had to thaw it. And by the time it thawed, it was like sad and thawed on a plate, and I didn't have time to cook it. And I was like, I'm just gonna come do this at 5, and then I'm gonna go eat. Because, hey, David, those are some cool emojis. Are those emojis? Is that what you would call those, or are they something else? Um, Thank you, Kardik. I appreciate that. I know, like I said, when it rains, it pours. Alex, girl, you would know. Eric, hi. Are you guys sitting next to each other while you're on Facebook talking to me right now? Because that's adorable. Yeah, I'll be a Death Angel. I will. Who's got the set times? I have not had time to look at Alan Ralph's Facebook to find out what time they're going on. I'm sure somebody has, though, right? Yeah, I do still have to throw on some makeup, but I am not going to waste time doing my nails. And it was tempting too, because I get my hair done in Berkeley and I get my nails done in hi Chris, I'll be a Death Angel Friday too. So I get my hair done in Berkeley and I get my nails done in El Cerrito. And I was so tempted because like clearly, and I haven't had my nails done in a long time. I was always like, Andrea, I'm sorry, they are so good. I was always like, if my nails are growing, I don't need to pay somebody to just put polish on them. I could do that. And my nails grew out really long and pretty for the first time in a long time since I started the HRT, right? And sorry, I'm watching Eric and Alex talk to each other. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like even if you look at videos from like literally last week, my nails were like long and gorgeous. Those were my nails. And then out of nowhere, they all just disappeared. They just all broke right off and were so thin. Hi, Mike. And it was just crazy. So I was like, God, I really should just go get some tips slapped on these and make them look pretty. And then I was like, I cannot be spending $100 on nails. That's just crazy talk. And then I was like, it's the Bay. I'm going to DA. So yeah, Alex, you know I'm going to Nails by Vivian. We've talked about this before, even though Kevin's no longer there doing nails, unless he's come back recently. I've been going to Van. Van is actually, dare I say, better than Kevin. Don't tell Kevin I said that. He knows I love him dearly. But yeah, Nails by Vivian, always love it. And yeah, so I just was like, God, I want to. Oh, and we're back. Sorry to everybody on Facebook and YouTube and possibly Twitch for whatever that is. Kardik, my friend, was young and it was shocking when they died. Yes. It is always. I mean, I don't want to get into his business, but it is what it is. When you work in the entertainment industry, you lose a lot of people for a lot of reasons that could have probably been avoided. Hi, Justine. Good to see you too. You saw the video that I posted with Death Angel with Mark's long flowing hair. Yes, Mark Azaceta does have long flowing hair, and he is all the personality in the world. I do love him dearly, and everyone should. Just not that much. Hi, Ray. Elvis Tom Warrior is God. Okay, who's Tom Warrior? Should I know? Cold Lake is better. Elvis, I don't know. Are you talking to me or around me? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But God, I need this coffee so bad. Normally, I will have an entire French press by now, and then have a cappuccino. But Kartik, how dare you talk to me about the Seahawks? I hope the Seahawks lose every game for the rest of the season. Just because I'm no longer working on the FM flagship station in the San Francisco 49ers doesn't mean I'm suddenly going to care. I'm suddenly going to want the Seahawks to like do anything good. Like, get your chickens out of my face. I'm already having a bad week, Kartik. How can you be like condolences in one and then go Seahawks in another? Like, that's just rude. Hey, Mike. Anywho, Death Angel tonight at the Fillmore. Be there or be square. It's going to be awesome. Hi, David. Oh, thanks for joining in. I'm glad you're happy to be here too. Hi, Earl. We just emailed. Hey, John. And these. I love the way you call him the Eric Wong, because there really aren't any others. Jason, not going to the concert tonight? I'm going. How long do people think it takes me to put makeup on? You know what? I totally should have made this. No, Mike, the Seahawks need to lose. Like, lose. The Rams need to lose, too. We need the Seahawks and the Rams to lose every game from here on out. I should have just made this a get ready with me. I should have just grabbed my little Aussie makeup kit and just done it like right here while I was talking to you. And honestly, I was this close to trying to put it together, and then I just kind of like didn't. So yeah, but also I wanted to drink the coffee first. Although now that the coffee is done, I am kind of wishing I had the makeup in here. Jesus, I don't care about the Broncos either. Thank you, David. Go Niners. I would say go Raiders, because also I do love the Raiders, but let's be honest. Nothing's going to happen there. Mike, the 49ers can get the #1 seed. They play week 18. The 49ers already had their bye week, so they play every week. And they're definitely going to be in the wild card. If not, I think they've got like a tiny chance, right? I haven't looked this week because I don't know if you know, I've been a little busy. I've been a little busy getting fired. And like looking up how to get healthcare. So I've been doing other stuff but I believe the 49ers are guaranteed to be in the wild card and still have a shot at an actual playoff spot, right? Hi, Jacob. Yeah, Cardiff Raiders are a lost cause this season and possibly many more. Lori, I'm 15 minutes tops makeup girl. Oh. No, a little more than 15 minutes because I like to put a lot of coats of mascara on. But if I had to do it in 15 minutes, I could. Plus, also liquid eyeliner. You just got to be a little slow on that. Never rush the liquid eyeliner because you'll have to start the whole thing over again. Especially the liquid eyeliner I have. I'm going to be a micro influencer. I'm going to just start like promoting products I use, even though they're not paying me. It's a MAC, what's it called? MAC liquid. Is it like liquid glass or something like that? Yeah. Anyway, MAC, it's the only liquid eyeliner that MAC makes. And it is amazing. Like I could if I put it on right the night before, it will last until the next afternoon. And I mean, it will last the whole night after I've washed my face, after I've slept on it. In the morning, it'll make it through brunch. Like that's how good it is. Mike, we want home field throughout the playoffs. Well, who wouldn't want home field throughout the playoffs? But I do recall a time when the Niners had home field throughout the playoffs and still didn't get it done. So, hi, Brian. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I can do the makeup comfortably in 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I'm done rushing around today, right? Like I've got as much done as I'm going to get done. You know, I was trying to get to the post office. I was like, ooh, do I have just a little bit of time to get to the post office because I'm returning Christmas presents. How sad is that? And so I'm like, hey, Siri, what time does the Concord post office close? And Siri's like, I don't know where you are right now. And I was like, you don't need to know where I am right now, Siri, because I'm asking you when the Concord, California post office closes. And Siri just kept going, I don't know where you are, so I can't find that information. And I was like, why is Siri like passive aggressively trying to stalk me right now? Why can't you just tell me what's up with the post office hours while I'm still driving? Like I'm trying to talk. Hi, Mike. I'm trying to talk to you so that I'm not using my phone while I'm driving, and you are not helping me. And then I finally got home and just was like, well, clearly whatever time the post office closed, it was before now. Larry, you have a stamp for yours? You stamp your eyeliner? I don't think I could do that. I feel like my eyes are like funny shaped for doing that. I don't know. Mike, what's up? This week has sucked. I got fired on Friday. I had a friend die on Tuesday, and I had my stepbrother die today. I haven't put makeup on yet because I got my hair done today, and I was running around all day. And I am gonna do the makeup as soon as we're done here, and then I'm gonna head to San Francisco to see Death Angel. It'll probably take me like an hour to get into the city because the Fillmore is kind of a little bit deeper than the outer rim. You can't say rim in San Francisco and not just be like, Earl, you use the liquid stuff in your goth days. It took over an hour to do your makeup. Are you doing a full Kiss makeup? Like, I don't think Gene Simmons takes an hour. Kartik, you don't think the Cowboys will make it to the playoffs? Nobody thinks the Cowboys will make it to the playoffs. Even the Cowboys fans deep down inside know that it's not going to happen. Mike, you're hanging out at a pharmacy? That's so weird. I also was at the pharmacy today. Yeah, so that's the insane thing, right? I'm waiting at the pharmacy and they're telling me they filled the one prescription, but they can't fill the other one till tomorrow. I'm sorry, what? You're telling me that I have reached the limit of refills until tomorrow. Like literally tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get to your Costco or any Costco for that matter? But like, dude, it's insane trying to get in and out of a Costco, right? Like ever in general, period. But now in like the weeks before Christmas, it's insane all the time. All the time. Yeah, right. Great minds think alike, or great minds have, similar prescription schedules, whichever. So yeah, so now I have to go back to Costco before the end of the year to pick up this prescription because my insurance runs out at the end of the year and I have no idea what my insurance is going to be next year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford Cobra. And even if I was going to be able to do Cobra, our company was changing the insurance anyway. Or if I'm going to qualify for either Medi-Cal, which I don't think I will, or Covered California. And then Covered California has all those plans you got to choose between. Because I just found out that from my doctor, one of my doctors, there's at least 2 Covered California plans that they just don't take anymore because some of these Covered California plans are becoming unreliable. And that's on the insurance companies. Like the insurance companies are unreliable because why do we let insurance companies get away with this? Help me understand. Everybody's like, oh, insurance companies. Yeah, they suck. They are ruining everything. Anyway, single payer healthcare. Bernie, lead the way. That's all I can say about that. Oh, thanks, Lori. I appreciate your sympathy. Jason, oh, thank you. Thank you. And again, I don't tell everybody that just I appreciate the condolences and I appreciate the sympathy. It's just that everybody always asks what's going on. And I hate to be that person who's like, no, what's up with you? Because there's a lot going on. It's kind of insane. I will say that even though I'm not spending money right now, I did find a way to renew my Vanity Fair subscription. Wow. On that. Just like, speaking of makeup. Ouch. I do have, I believe, the inside scoop. Hi, Diane. I think I do have the inside scoop that we are definitely getting Act 3 at Death Angel tonight. I don't know if that's public. It's close enough to the show. Nobody's going to get mad at me for saying that out loud, are they? No. At least I don't think so. All right. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, so I won't know if they do. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Have a good night, too. And hopefully you won't have to go back to the pharmacy ever again, because, oh, my God, Costco. What's up, Diane? Are you going to Death Angel tonight? Who is going to Death Angel tonight? I know I am. And I think Alex and Eric said they were, right? And I know John Rias is going. Who else is around here right now? Anyone? I did find out today, provided Earl is accurate, that I can do the OBS StreamYard for like $25 a month, which is still less than StreamYard. It's not StreamYard, it's Stream something else, but whatever. I can do the OBS streaming that would include Instagram and TikTok, along with Twitch and YouTube and Facebook all on one device for like 25 bucks a month, which is still cheaper than the StreamYard subscription I have right now. But I do need to look into my StreamYard subscription and see if I can get it prorated and cancel it, and also figure out the OBS platform and if I can use it. Hi, Vernon. You're late as always. I'm always late, so I wouldn't even notice if you were late. What else was I going to say today? There was something else going on. I can't remember what it was. You have tickets, but you're under the weather? No. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I ran into Bill Callow today while I was getting my hair done, and his family's going tonight, so you're going to miss out if you don't go. All the kids are doing it. Take some NyQuil. That's another thing at Costco. What else is Costco good for except cherry NyQuil in ginormous quantities? But they did not have it. They had kitty NyQuil on sale. And I'm like, I'm sorry, kitty NyQuil is not going to do anybody any good. I could pound 3 bottles of kitty NyQuil and still be sick and not feel good at all. But that Dayquil, I'll tell you what, it's funny because I used to complain. You used to be able to get a 3-pack of nothing but cherry NyQuil. And anytime I got sick, that was like my whoopee. The cherry NyQuil. But then I don't know, somebody must have been like, hey, maybe we're promoting Scissor or something. And they stopped selling the 3-pack of cherry NyQuil. And now you have to buy the cherry NyQuil with a Dayquil. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I do find out that when I take the Dayquil, that stuff is still very much like crack. It just is like, it's like speed. It's crazy. It's like you're Breaking Bad just taking Dayquil because it's just jams you, and you get kind of like cracked out. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta finish that. I gotta get all this done. And then when it wears off, you're like coma. Lisa, hey, you want Friday and a crash pad? You're working Friday and I don't know. Oh, you're working Friday and Saturday. Oh, boo. Wait, so if you're working, you've got to work in Modesto on Friday, and then you would be able to drive up here to see Death Angel, and then you need to sleep here so that you can drive home Saturday morning to work. Ouch. Aren't you the owner? Can't you get like somebody to cover? I'm just saying. Yeah, who else is going? Death Angel? Anyone else going to Death Angel? Right, Diane? I haven't tried ZzzQuil. I still am just very much a NyQuil girl, even if I'm just taking it to go to sleep, because I have, as a VO radio personality, I have like sensitive sinuses, so I already need like ridiculous amounts of decongestion all the time. So if I did just need it for sleep, I would still just take NyQuil. What, Cornette? Hey, what? You are the boss lady, right? Tom, you're going to DA tomorrow? I don't know how many people are going on Friday. I'm going both nights because I have no excuse not to. I don't have to work. Although it does seem like I'm busier than I was if I still had a job this week, doesn't it? Like all this week, I feel like I've been running around like crazy, but that's because, there's a lot of, I got to batten down the hatches before the end of the year now that things are changing drastically in my life. That's why you have to be there, Cornette, because you are the owner. And yeah, I understand, girl. I understand. I keep seeing people join on TikTok, but nobody says anything. Except for Mike, who was at the pharmacy. I caught that much. I'm only asking because I can't tell. It's weird the way it does this on my end. I don't know if you can see what it looks like. But on my end, it just like TikTok and Instagram are like, so-and-so's on. And it just keeps letting somebody like joined, which is cool. It's nice to know that you joined, but also there's so many joins like scrolling up that if somebody actually did comment, I don't know if I would see it. And I'm just like, if anybody hasn't heard yet, I'm desperate for followers on Instagram because I'm still like 992 followers away from monetization. So if you're watching not on Instagram, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. Jacob, your mind is on the future taxes. Will Congress stop taxing people who make less than $150,000? No. Where do you think all their money comes from? They're never going to stop taxing us. Just because they don't want us to get lazy, if nothing else. I mean, you know how like nobody wants anyone on government assistance because they feel like they're just going to be lazy and take advantage of it. It's the same reason they don't want you to stop paying taxes. If you make too much money, they're worried that you'll just get lazy and work less. Lisa, good groomers are few and far between. Apparently they are. Apparently everything is few and far between. Earl, you're going to follow me on Insta. Thank you. I appreciate it. What was I going to tell you guys today? Feels like everybody's dying. I need to buy a lottery ticket. I was going to see, I should have made notes. I did not have time to make notes, but it was going to be something about cooking. I don't know. Probably because I went to Costco today. I'm going to make another cheesecake. And this time I'm going to try and make the cheesecake with the pan of water underneath it on account of, that is what everybody says will keep it from cracking. And apparently when I pull that cheesecake out of the oven and it's got a crack on the top, people are like, oh no, you ruined it. And I'm like, clearly you can't taste it because it tastes amazing, even though it's got a little crack on the top. I like the crack on top. I like the crack on top. I need to cut that as a highlight. But I think it makes it look like art, like rustic and artisan and kind of European, because in Europe, they throw those cheesecakes up in the window and they just sit there all day. Like they don't bother refrigerating that stuff. That's just where it goes. Anyhow, let's see, what else was there? Did I miss anybody's question? Otherwise, I might just tap out and go put my makeup on and go to, and cook a sausage. And then, well, I think I saw everybody. All right. And it has been a half hour, right? Oh, I was going to tell you guys a story from yesterday too, and I've already forgotten that. Hi, Anna. David, I'm on fire tonight. Keep drinking the Dayquil. Oh my God, David, I wasn't even drinking Dayquil. I just had like such a busy day that I didn't get to eat anything until like literally an hour ago. And I just had some cheese and crackers. And then a cappuccino. So waiting for all of that to hit, you know? It's like the speedball of cheese cappuccino. I was like, oh, yeah, dude. Did you see that cheese is supposed to help with memory? The high fatty cheeses. Brie, baby. Brain brie. I should start a brain brie. It'll be a little hunk of brie shaped like a human brain, and it'll be a fatty, super fatty brie that'll help with brain health. I'm glad you saw. Edward, you wish you were going to Death Angel. Everybody should go. I'm 99% sure that if you log on to whatever social media you're a part of right now and say, hey, I need to go to Death Angel tonight, who's got a ticket? Somebody will have a ticket, because that always happens. Anna, it must be Facebook. I'm freezing up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Try Instagram, because Instagram seems to be working fine and TikTok seems to be working fine. I think it's Facebook, because YouTube seems fine. I haven't had any complaints on YouTube or Twitch. I do not go live on Twitter. I haven't had anybody say anything from Twitch or YouTube, but I have definitely heard about it from Facebook. Facebook seems to have like some kind of glitchy bitchy going on right now. They're also making changes at Meta. Like I can't tag people anymore on Facebook unless I'm following them, and even then sometimes I can't tag them. It's like they're rolling something out. They're just beta testing something live and it's screwing everything up. Hey, obvious shield dude. Obvious she dude. I don't know what that says, but hey, welcome back. David, you're jumping off. Cool. Yeah, I'm probably jumping off soon too. Because even though it's not Friday, it's Thursday, it feels like Friday. Everybody's got plans, you know. There's Christmas parties happening and stuff. I went to a Christmas party on Tuesday and it was very cute. I brought a present and then I left before I could get a present. Why is it not showing? See, and there you go with TikTok going, hey, you've got all these messages down here that you didn't see. And I'm like, well, I didn't see them on account of you didn't scroll. Oh, well. I'm a work in progress, folks. Work in progress. Christmas parties to be had, Christmas sweets to be eaten. Yeah. Am I the only one who just like every Black Friday buys a bunch of toys because every party is a toy drive? And then this year, I was walking out the door, headed to the Christmas party on Tuesday, and I had my new unwrapped toys that I was bringing. And luckily, I looked at the invitation one more time, and it didn't say toy drive; it said gift exchange. And I was like, I'm literally leaving right now. Where am I going to get a gift? Fortunately, I have a lot of weird stuff in my house, so I just grabbed a gift bag and threw a gift in it, and I was like, anonymous, because it's a gift exchange, right? And I was leaving before they exchanged the gifts because the gift exchange wasn't happening until like late. So I was like, whatever, somebody can have this and enjoy it, and nobody will ever know that I brought it. And somebody's going to open it and be like, I don't know who brought this, but thanks. And I'll be like, yeah. I just know that I put it out there into the world. Like, I had good intentions. I had every intention of donating a toy, right? Mike, you're going to a wrestling event tomorrow that is requesting a toy donation. See? Yeah, this is why every year on Black Friday, I get toys. Like, I just look for Black Friday sales on toys, and I go, oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. And I throw like 5 toys into a basket for, you know, 20, 30 bucks or whatever. And then I donate them. It's super easy. But the problem is last year I got sick and I ended up not going to any Christmas parties. And I had this stack of toys, like just sitting there in my living room, like literally all year. And I still have 2 left. I took 2 to the Bone Christmas party drive. And then I was going to take 2 to the what do you call it? The Christmas party on Tuesday. And now I don't know if I'm going to have enough Christmas parties because I still have like 3 presents left that I was like going to donate. I'm just going to have to go to the donation station and just dump them off somewhere. Or I could throw them in the trunk. I could throw them in my purse, and just when I'm out and about and I see a kid that won't shut up, just hand him a toy and be like, here, shut up, kid. I'll be Santa Black. Andy, hi. I have been a huge part of your childhood. Oh, how old are you now? How was I a part of your childhood? I hope it wasn't in a creepy way. I am thrilled that you love the Metal Zone. I genuinely do not know what's going to happen to it since I've left. Sorry. Yeah, once they eliminated my position at the Bone, from what I've heard, the Metal Zone didn't happen on Saturday. Timothy, you're sad. You'll be missing Death Angel by a few days. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm not fishing for compliments when I show up with no makeup, although I will say sometimes it does bother me because I can see all this redness in my face. And I'm like, why is my face so red? But, you know, whatever. Yeah, Mike, I could donate to a local charity, but that requires leaving the house. I'll have to do one of those, like, where they come and pick it up, you know? It'll be like, hey, we're coming to pick up stuff, donations. God, you know what I need? Does anybody know one of those, like, appliance people that comes and picks up large appliances for free? Is that a thing? Somebody was telling me, they're like, hey, you know, there's these people that will come pick up large appliances because they fix them and then resell them. And I am like Sanford and Son right now, because when we were like changing things over in the house, I had a power issue, and God, oh, now that I got fired, I can't upgrade that panel. Sorry, these things pop into my head and I need to stop saying them out loud. But during the power issue, it blew out my fridge and my dishwasher. And so now I have this fridge and this dishwasher that don't work and that I got to do something with. Mike, you know, they will not keep the Bone Metal Zone. I wouldn't say I was the queen of metal. But I was the one who was the Metal Zone person. It's not like somebody else couldn't do it. But I do see where there's, I don't know. I just don't know. You know, it could be done. It could be done without me. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Billy Steele will be mad at me for saying this. But there's no asking him because he's passed away. When Billy quit the station in 2006 and I was still there, I was on in afternoons, and we just assumed that whoever the night DJ would be would take over the Metal Zone. And I think we were in the process of hiring Todd Pine because he was filling in for Billy and he was doing the Metal Zone at the time. Because I was on an afternoon drive. So why would I stick around to do the Metal Zone? But then we had, shocker, Cumulus cutbacks. We had Cumulus cutbacks and had to fire and we had to eliminate the night position. And with the elimination of the night position, there went anybody to host the Metal Zone. And I talked to Billy about it, and he said he wanted it to go away. He started it, and it was his baby. And if he wasn't going to be doing it, he wanted it to stop, or he wanted it to be called something else. And I was like, dude, don't get me wrong. I would love to call it something else. I mean, KSJO is gone, and I had Midnight Metal at KSJO, and I would love for it to just be Midnight Metal over here. Obvious, you found me on a stream. Thank you. But you're also a metal fan? The system works. I don't know if I've summoned people from, I don't know if I've been summoning metalheads through live streams, but yeah, don't worry. Like I said, I'm not fishing for compliments. Obvious. That's super sweet. Anywho, so yeah, so Billy did not want it to happen. Billy wanted us to change the name of the show or stop having the show. And I was like, dude, we just can't. We can't do this to people. You know, we are one of the very last terrestrial metal shows. Terrestrial radio does not have a lot of heavy metal shows. And if they do, it's like a classic hybrid or like an active rock, new rock hybrid. You know, it'll be like a classic hybrid like Alice Cooper or Full Metal Jackie. Like those are still on terrestrial radio, or it'll be like a college station. Yes, Mike, I am 100% going to Death Angel. I will probably log off here in about 10, 15 minutes and then go get ready and bolt for the city. So I was like, dude, we can't just not have it. We can't. I've got to do it. And I as much as I would love to change the name, it's the Bone Metal Zone. It's not Billy Steele's Metal Zone. Like, I feel like this is something that you're going to have to get over. Like, and he understood. He wasn't like, we weren't like, brr, grr, grr. He wasn't mad about it. What's up, Brazil? Oh, make some caipirinhas for me. Sorry. I don't know why, but in Fairfield, people from Brazil used to come visit all the time. Somebody in Fairfield will always be like, hey, this is my friend so-and-so visiting from Brazil. And it would be like, cool, where's the limes? It would be like lime, sugar, vodka, bam, party. Yeah, so I was like, dude, we're gonna have to just do this. You know, it's not gonna be at midnight. I can't call it Midnight Metal. I never liked the name Hardcore Hell. If anybody remembers, that's what it was called for a second on KSJO. And that's only because once I talked KSJO into letting me do a metal show, they were like, oh, we used to have one, so we'll just call it that. And then I was like, come on, man. Hardcore Hell just sounds like a dumb name. Andy, you're 28. Well, at least it wasn't creepy. You going to Death Angel tonight? I will see you there. Umberto, what's up? You're going to the Sharks game? Instead of Death Angel? Whatever, dude. Justine, you wish I could still do combos with Gorman? I wish I could still talk to Gorman. I mean, I can still talk to him, but we can't still do a podcast together. I mean, I suppose we technically could if we wanted to, but I don't see either of us having the time to put that together. And then I'm sure that the company might have like words, you know? Jorel, you were listening to the Kinks song Around the Dial. Oh, yeah. You know, it's, yeah, Brian, caipirinhas are the best. Just be careful, man. Because when the second the limes and the sugar hit the vodka, it's like a time warp. You're going to just be like blacked out and not even realize it. Anyhow, I kept it going, and Billy did Metal Zone from 2000 to 2006. And then I did Metal Zone from 2006 to 2015. And I got to be honest with you guys, I 100% when oh, somebody's about to take a dump. I may have to end this earlier depending on the bomb level that's about to happen in the litter box. Yeah, when I left in 2015, I 100% expected the Bone to hire Jaeger to do my job on nights and for him to take over the Metal Zone. And when that didn't happen, I was really upset. And then I had 7 years to get used to it. And then I was really happy to bring the Metal Zone back. I really wanted to bring it back in a bigger way, but it just wasn't possible. It didn't make sense for the programming. There was no way it was going to be a 3-hour Friday night show on terrestrial radio because the ratings had gotten even tighter than they were. Like when Billy started doing that show in 2000, it was 3 hours of like, whatever, dude, go for it. When I took over the Metal Zone, it was like, we're going to push it back an hour. And like for a while, I had the whatever you want. And then after a while, it was like, hey, can you start playing maybe some older artists in the earlier part of the Metal Zone? Like maybe just have that first hour be like some more classic, recognizable stuff. I think because I had like opened with Exodus or something one night, and he was like, it's like really weird because the last song in the 8 o'clock hour is like Deep Purple or it's like Styx or something, and then boom into Exodus, and I was like, okay, fair enough, I can see that. And then we pushed it back an hour, so instead of being 9 to midnight, it was 10 to 1, and so we were already making concessions for the ratings at that point. And then when I brought it back, the only place to put it was Saturdays from 11 to midnight. And a part of the reason I didn't bring it back immediately was because we couldn't do it on Friday because there's just no way around the Gorman syndication program. I couldn't break programming from Gorman to do a metal show on Friday nights. So we did it Saturday nights from 11 to midnight. And I think it worked out pretty well for everybody who got to see it. Now I was really hoping to be able to take that show and put it online somewhere. And I just never got to that point because I was trying to monetize all the socials to pay for it because I didn't, I had a regular paycheck so I could support myself, but I didn't want to spend extra money, on something that was strictly for the radio station. I'm still going to try and do that, but also now I have to pay bills. And I've been getting a lot of really interesting job offers. I'll say that. Let me take that back. They're not job offers. They're like, hey, why don't you do this? Hey, why don't you get a job here? Hey, why don't you get a job there? And I'm like, I don't know. Some of those sound pretty miserable. But I'm trying to be open to new things. I know, right? My cat's taking a dump. I don't know why he has to meow before he can poo. Like for the most part, the cats have been trained not to meow because like when cats meow and they get attention, it encourages them to meow more. And so I don't give them attention when they meow because I do not want them meowing when I'm back here recording. Like right now, although not like right now, like when I was on the radio. Jacob, you have high hopes and you're sure that with my public relations, someone is going to want to feature me on the radio. If Polly can feature on Sirius XM for Halloween, then what's up? Polly, what? Who are you talking about? Who's Polly? I don't know what you mean, Jacob, but thank you. And yeah, if everybody hasn't like followed or subscribed or liked or done whatever the business is to do on your respective social media, please do. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, please do, because that is my white whale of monetization right now. And as far as Sirius XM goes, I get that question constantly. And I can tell you that I know many, many people at Sirius XM. I've had conversations with them. They all know that I'm interested. They know who I am and what I sound like. And they have yet to offer me positions. So I don't know what to tell you on that front. Yeah, he just jumped back in the litter box, you guys. Like he did something. See, he's meowing again. Like he did something, then jumped out of the litter box like he was done, and now he's back in the litter box. I don't know what to think about this. It's getting kind of weird. But okay. Yeah. Oh, Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore has a Sirius program. I did not know that. Yeah, he's just in there digging around. I don't know what to say. It's a robot litter box. So like as soon as he's done, it makes like 6 minutes or something and then cycles so that it dumps the business underneath and I don't have to see it, hear it, or smell it. But 6 or 8 minutes is a very long time when they drop a bomb. 10 to 1 was awesome on Friday nights. That was, Andy, especially when I could do it with guests. You know, if I could have live Metal Zone, those were super fun. Super fun. It's just not feasible these days. It's weird, right? Because podcasts and live streams are so popular, but on terrestrial radio, you just can't have that much talking because people do not go to terrestrial radio to hear you talk. They go to terrestrial radio to hear your music. And if you talk too much, they're like, tink, and they change the channel. Obvious, you find that you struggle to stick with jobs. You switch from job to job. Well, that's kind of why I'm trying really hard to be open to new job ideas, but also to be realistic. You know, somebody mentioned a job that I could be good for that would be based in San Francisco and it would be 9 to 5 and it would be in a cubicle. And I was like, never again. Whoa, dude. Sorry, he just like bolted out of the litter box and straight to the windowsill that he's ruined, by the way. Tony, have I no soul? How could I ignore my cats meowing for love? Well, because I need them to be quiet when I'm on the air. That's just how it goes. When they're quiet is when they get affection. That's how they learn. It's not like I'm never affectionate to my cats. I just wait until they're quiet. Brian Sepultura. Yeah, you know, I'm curious. Will we ever get a real Sepultura reunion? I feel like everything's kind of like working in that direction toward like one big festival reunion that's followed by like a tour, but they pretend the festival is going to be the only one so that people fly out for it. But I could be wrong. But I think it's going to happen. I really do. There's a lot of bro podcasts nowadays. Oh my God, right? Every time I turn around, I see 2 dudes going, bruh, dude, bruh. Oh my God, bruh, dude, bruh. And it reminds me of like when I was in my 20s and my girlfriends and I would meet out for drinks and be like, oh my God. And then I was like, and he said, and I was like, what? No, girl, And we would talk like that. It would be like a whole conversation. That's what guys are like now. Guys are like girls in their early 20s. They speak in like grunts and they use the word bruh as like an interchangeable word for everything. Like we would do with dude. It's but now that it's like a podcast thing. Dana, baby. I love you too. How are you? Do me a favor, nudge Larry about a Monsters of Rock Cruise podcast in the new year. Hopefully we will do something like that. He told me I could. So it's just, I think, a matter of time. And yeah, I don't understand with the bro podcast. It's not my jam at all. They don't seem to be talking about anything good. It's like, dude, we went to the bar last week and this chick, this and that and derp. Okay, guy. Enjoy. But you know what? People are watching them, and there you go. Oh my God, the cat dropped a deuce. I'm so out of here. Justine, what if I got monetized to do a metal show on one of the socials? It'll be mine then. Yeah, well, yeah, it's entirely possible. But I got to figure out the copyright, right? I know there are people DJing on TikTok, and they just like plug in their rig and go and play a bunch of music, but I don't know how they're getting away without being hit with copyright strikes. But I do have a DJ account on Twitch, so I should be able to do it on Twitch, and then I'll have to figure out how to do it on TikTok. And I think that's the only ones that I could do it with. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try. I am going to try. In the meantime, I'm trying to churn out content on the daily to make the algorithm like me so that I can, you know, build up enough of a profile that the monetization matters. Right now, it's, you know, it's burrito money. That's what I used to tell my interns when I had the Black Army of interns in the before times. They would help me with all of my interviews, and they would help me with the YouTube videos, uploading them to YouTube. Then every time I got a YouTube check, it was like, Black Army, assemble. It's burritos on me. You fly, I'll buy. And I would buy everybody burritos. Hi, Zach. Yeah, the cat pooped. No, the cat did not poop on the windowsill. The cat pooped in the litter box, but then flew out of the litter box directly onto the windowsill. And that was what was scary, because it like sent litter flying, which is why I have 3 Roombas, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Roomba for my room, a Roomba for the cat's room, and a Roomba for the rest of the house. And they run on the daily because no, I cannot have that. What was the question? Oh, you love burritos? Everyone loves burritos. If you don't love burritos, you have no soul. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. I don't want to be the one to have to tell you, but yeah, if you don't have burritos, if you don't love burritos, you have no soul. Justine is not spamming. Why would Justine spam? Oh, you know what I'll bet happened? She must have accidentally hit something that made her comment post multiple times. That's why. All right. It is approaching 6 o'clock, and I actually do want to put makeup on and go out tonight. And then I got to drive into the city and figure out those set times, because I do not want to miss Doom Surf. Oh yeah, no worries. Obvious. Justine's been on the live stream for a very long time, so I know that she would never. In fact, she's probably mortified that it happened, and now here we are talking about it, making it worse for her. Thanks, Dick. Thanks, Jacob. Yeah, so everybody, I will be at Death Angel tonight. I will have a pocket full of guitar picks until I run out of them. So if you see me, feel free to ask for one. I am super down to hand you one. And I think I need to clock off. And I think tomorrow I have fewer things to do. So I will have eaten lunch or at least breakfast or at least something before I pop on here, instead of just being all caffeinated. Oh my God, I got to go push the button on that litter box, you guys. All right. Cheers. I will try to post all of these so that if you missed any part of it, you can go back and watch it later. And yeah, everybody have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. See, Justine is mortified. Love you, girl. Bye, guys.